My girlfriend became close to a guy she met at a party. I warned her he wanted more, but she didn't believe me. After many fights, she stayed friends. Now he showed his true intentions, and she regrets it not believe me. But my trust is already destroyed. I could type for a long time about this, but nobody cares, so I'll keep it simple. Some weeks ago, my girlfriend attended a party with two friends of hers, and there she met some male friends of her friends. One guy really stood out to her because he kept looking at her, he kept playing with her, and he also carried her on his back for fun. My girlfriend was very excited when she told me about all the new friends she met, including that guy, and she didn't hesitate to tell me everything about him, also saying how awesome and hilarious he was. She also gave him her number since they met each other and became friends. I kept my mind at peace at first. I accepted that they are just friends, and I appreciated his behavior since my girlfriend is shy and doesn't party. She usually just stands there. Next day, my girlfriend told me that the guy had sent her 70 messages. Some of them were just random letter spams, and there was a 7-minute voice message of him talking about his two exes and how working out changed his life and body. I immediately knew what was going on. I warned her that he was flirting with her and that she should be careful, and she should also keep him a little away. She started saying that that's not what's happening and that he is just being friendly with her. I tried many times to convince her that I was right, but she wouldn't believe me. She also supported him in many ways whenever I said something wrong about him, but I won't go into detail. That resulted in me not being able to trust her any longer and breaking down for half an hour. Some days passed, and I somewhat got past the situation. Around that time, I told her to hop on a call sometime to talk instead of text, but she always said how she was really busy and never had the time to call. I accepted it because she actually is a busy person. Some days later, she actually told me that she and her friend were talking on the phone for half an hour as if nothing had happened. I got furious and sent her a wall of texts saying that our relationship is not a joke and demanded to know what was going on. The call itself wasn't the problem. That would be a silly reason to get mad. However, lying about even small things in our everyday lives is a problem. We managed to resolve the problem by having a big conversation. It seemed that the problem was finally fading away. I started slowly regaining trust. Some weeks later, I even met the guy, and he wasn't that bad after all. He really was cool and funny, as she said. I thought it had ended there. Truthfully, my trust for her still isn't complete after what happened. It will take a lot of time to regain it. Present day, she just told me that the guy texted her something along the lines of, "Hey, I don't know how to put this, but I have something to tell you. You always make me feel amazing and comfortable around you. You are a very great and awesome person to be with. I have a lot of these feelings for you. However, I feel bad that I'm feeling this way while you have a boyfriend, and I respect him. I have decided to cut off ties with you so I can forget about you. I'm sorry." She said that I was right all along and that she's sorry. I responded calmly, saying that I was indeed right. She replied that if anything like this happens ever again, she will trust me when I warn her, and that she really, really is sorry. She keeps asking if there is anything else she can do to apologize. I told her that she ruined my mood for a long time. She broke my trust for her. She made me think if I was overthinking and being paranoid. She made me behave in a negative way towards her. All of that because she wouldn't believe me when I said that he's flirting with her. Everything could have been avoided that easily. I said I need some time alone to process this madness. As I'm writing this, she's spamming me messages. I don't need advice. I don't need support. I wrote this to relax. Thanks for reading it. Best comments. That 70 messages thing where he was spamming her is clear sign that he was into her. If I get more than 5 messages in a row that aren't due to telling me a story, I immediately get the ick. And spamming is a no-no for me, too. As soon as that spamming starts happening, I either tell them to stop as it's annoying or block. But personally, when in a relationship, I'm hyper aware of when I get hit on, and I put a stop to it right away and tell the guy that they need to respect my boyfriend if they want to keep a friendship. She knew since the beginning what was happening, but ladies love the attention, and having the so-called, "we are just friends," orbiting her is the best way to get these attentions. For all the people commenting about how dumb the girl is for not picking up on the signs, some girls are really just that oblivious and want to keep their view of the world that men can be friends without having sexual intent. Well, as a man who has been in relationships for over 10 years, I can tell you he did nothing wrong, and only becoming progressively annoyed stopped what she was doing. Friends are fine. Of course that a girlfriend can have male friends, but she basically did what she wanted without caring about his boyfriend. And she 100% knew what was going on. You simply can't do whatever you want when you are in a relationship, because that eventually kills the relationship in one way or another. Women here, I have two good male friends, but when I'm in a relationship, like in the present, I always tone down my interaction with them because it's not right that I coddle with them while watching TV or going out with them many days a week or just messaging until 2 a.m. when I have a boyfriend. I never had sex with them and I never will. We are good friends, but I know that kind of interaction I have with them while being in a relationship is a relationship killer. Update number 1, 3 days after the first post. After reading so many comments for the first time, some of them positive, some of them negative, I decided it's worth it to post update. Today I decided to talk with her about setting some boundaries on our relationship. We never set any boundaries before because I thought some things were just obvious, especially considering that when I showed that I was upset about her actions, she kept on doing wrong stuff. But I was wrong and now I realize that. After I told her my boundaries, and she accepted them, she says that she really was naive and actually thought that guys were only trying to be friends with her, and only now she realizes the truth. She says that she will always listen to me when I warn her from now on. Everything's okay now. As I have said countless times, our relationship was and is very great. It's just this one inconvenience. I have warned her though that if anything like this happens again, it will be an instant breakup, and she says she understands and that now that she knows it won't happen again. People had a lot of questions that I didn't answer, so I hope this sums it up for you. I don't want to share exact personal info, but both of us are adults and we haven't reached 25 yet. I mentioned that she made me act in a negative way and people didn't like that. I understand the reason, but I'll explain. Because of her actions, and because she continued doing stuff I didn't feel good with, I turned upset and sad. That resulted in me not believing basic stuff she said due to fear that I might be getting played with, and asking her if she really cares about me. That was my negative attitude. I have never acted violently against her. I have never tried to embarrass her or scare her, and I am not ever planning to do so. There were times I was really angry but still acted nicely as always because I want this relationship to continue. For those asking why my trust was destroyed, I made this comment to explain. The reason my trust is destroyed is because one of the most important traits this girl had even before she became my girlfriend is that she was extremely kind-hearted. Everybody knows how kind she is, and me and other people close to us knew that she would never cheat on me or do anything suspicious. However, ever since she met the guy, her behavior has changed. She lies much more about stupid everyday things, for example the call, when she has absolutely no reason to lie about. Her behavior towards the guy was insanely overprotective. She even accused me of talking shit about him when I don't even know him, just because I said he's flirting with her. She gave him her phone number just like that. She was content with him carrying him on his back for fun, and she didn't think anything bad about someone talking 7 minutes about his personal life just a few hours after he met her. We hung out with the guy and some other friends. While the guy was kind of funny and cool, he wouldn't stop talking about how fit he was and secretly telling me, "I am not showing you my actual strength because your girlfriend is here." Later, he also joked about how my girlfriend flirts with him and how she talks with many guys simultaneously. Of course, that didn't help with my overthinking. My girlfriend didn't even think to keep some distance after what he did. She kept on supporting him and was fine with his behavior. Not to mention how mad she gets whenever female friends of mine even talk to me. Apparently, any female that approaches me within a 2-meter distance is flirty, but the guy was just a great buddy of hers. The least I would expect from her would be to stop texting him so much. Whenever girls text me for romantic purposes, I always make it clear that I have a girlfriend and I notify her about it. She didn't do the same though. Instead, she turned against me, and now she's apologizing. Thanks for reading. This sub actually helped me get it off of my chest. Reminder, I don't need advice. Opinions and thoughts though are welcome. Best comments. We hung out with the guy and some other friends. While the guy was kind of funny and cool, he wouldn't stop talking about how fit he was and secretly telling me, "I am not showing you my actual strength because your girlfriend is here." Yes, this guy was pursuing her, and she wants to be pursued. She may be back for now, but I still think she can't be trusted. Back till something else comes along. I don't believe for a second she was that naive. She loved the attention. She isn't a child. She is an adult. She has experienced flirting before. She purposely made you feel crazy because she wanted the attention. You can take her back and believe her, but have more self-respect. Be with someone who wants to give you attention. Be with someone who wants to talk to you on the damn phone instead of the person who is pursuing them. She made you feel crazy for attention. She wasn't naive, but you sure are for believing her. Tell her to stop talking to him and block him on everything, since there is no reason to be in contact with this guy. If she doesn't want to do that and tries to use the "I want to be friends" excuse, remind her that he never wanted to be friends and only talked to her because he was interested in her. That's a nice idea. I'll tell her. She must have known that you were uncomfortable with her friendship with that guy, yet she still carried on. She might be in her early 20s, but she doesn't sound mature enough to be in a relationship. Make a promise with yourself that it's okay to break up with her if you don't feel comfortable and insecure in that relationship. It's okay to have boundaries in a relationship for what you can and cannot accept. I have already accepted that if she makes me feel that way again, we will break up immediately. So if this ever happens, it will be easy for me. Update number 2, 23 hours after the last update. Opie wrote this in the comment section. I hope she had cut him out of her life. What did she say about the lying? Did that change back? I told her to block him as well, just to make sure he doesn't interfere, and she did that. About the lying, I haven't noticed any lying since a few days ago. Update number 3, 32 days after the last update. Well, some of you said that the guy would try to interfere with us again, and you were actually right. My girlfriend was once again invited to a party, just like how all of this started, but I couldn't attend the party. Together with her would be all of the friends that attended the first party, including the guy. Because of that, my girlfriend specifically asked me if I was okay with her going there, or if I would be uncomfortable with that. I said that I would be a little uncomfortable, but told her to go and have fun. That's what matters. When she arrived at the place with her friends, the guy saw them and said hi. He went over to my girlfriend and said, "You don't hold a grudge against me, right?" She replied with, "I do," and moved on. Later at the party, the guy kept asking her to dance and generally be more active, and my girlfriend kept saying no. Then, he grabbed her by the arm and pulled her to the others to dance with them and apparently have more fun. She resisted, and the guy eventually went to some other friend group of his for a while. That was it. He didn't bother her any longer, and they left. I had told my girlfriend if he tries something to discuss with him a little and tell him to F off and never talk to him again. But she didn't because of the loud noises, and she generally didn't find a right time. Next day, my girlfriend told me everything that happened and swore that she tried to stop him as hard as she could. I said that it's fine. However, I gave her 2 options. She would either unblock him and text him to end this bullshit once and for all, or I would. She said that both options are good, but she decided to text him herself, to which I agreed. I also asked for screenshots of the message. You see, I couldn't be any more satisfied. Not only did she send me screenshots of her messages, she sent a massive wall of text telling him all of the reasons she wants to cut him off, that she does not like him at all after what he's done, that his behavior was annoying and his actions were completely wrong. She also added that she almost broke up because of him. That was perfect. Also, my girlfriend's best friend, it's a guy, who is her childhood friend, and the one who introduced my girlfriend to the guy during the first party, found out what he did and how he acted, and he agrees that he's an asshole. He told us that he's generally an asshole and his behavior is annoying and bad towards everybody. This is the true end of all of this madness, and I'm extremely satisfied. We won't be hearing from him ever again. Best comments. Standing by for part 4, the dude's response. He just said, "I'm sorry, my actions were actually wrong," and that he was embarrassed. To be honest, he should be. Wait, why does this guy keep getting invited to these parties? Basically, the friend group consists of my girlfriend, her childhood friend I mentioned, another good friend of hers, 3 other people, and the asshole is a good friend of some of the group. In the friend group, I've noticed that some people like other more than others. For example, my girlfriend mostly talks with her 2 close friends, while the asshole talks mostly with one other guy. Even though my girlfriend's childhood friend does not really like the asshole, since he's a member of the friend group, he can't leave him out. And then he gets invited to the party and shit like this happens. Thanks for the clarification. I think you should go with her when she goes to these parties in case he shows up. I wouldn't put it past him to try something. Glad things are getting better. I'll try. Generally, I don't attend them because I'm usually really tired in the evening and I just go straight to bed. Though, if I see the guy grabbing her again, this will end really bad.